The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2026 spring edition of The Local Show. I'm your host, Tom Sicoscio Jr., along with my good friend, co-host, and mentor, Rick Gary. Yeah, Steve's not here.
You say good friend?
Yeah, well, yes. Can't I put you in that camp?
Yeah, you can put it there.
I've paid you enough over the years. Yeah. In every episode, we dive into captivating conversations with Syracuse's movers and shakers, like business owners, top executives, entrepreneurs, nonprofit organizations, and a bunch more. So brace yourself for jaw-dropping business insights and success stories. The Local Show shines the light on the business visionaries, turning Syracuse into the ultimate hub for work, life, and new opportunities. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studios, brought to you by Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. And you can see us on YouTube. Just look up Zoe Advertising. And it's my pleasure to actually do the show with my mentor. People think I'm joking, but you're the first one to say, yeah, you can come over to the radio station and give me coffee.
Yeah, that's true,
that's right? Yeah, I called you. I was 18
and you
years
were
old.
12.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was when all the studios were in different places and things like that.
Yeah.
Did you do, you did mornings all by yourself? Didn't you? You didn't, at that point, you weren't with...
I did mornings by myself when I worked in Memphis, Boston.
Oh, yeah.
SYR, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but when I came back here, it was with Ron.
Uh-huh.
But that was a mistake.
Why was it?
Well, because I was coming back here as just one person.
Oh, no kidding.
He was doing news, and then that became a team. And that's how that worked, yeah.
Isn't it funny how all that in the old days, that's the way it used to happen?
Yeah, it's funny because I was supposed to go from Boston to Dallas. But they were having a strike, and I didn't want to become a scab because I was union at that time. So, they got wind of me on the street, so I came back here. Yeah,
that's funny,
and it was great. That was probably the best move.
Oh yeah. Well, I used to listen to you. I was obviously a lot younger. I was going to elementary school, but it was Rick and Ron in the morning. You would listen up for those booble ups and booble downs, and
a lot of people have turned out
very good, healthy.
very
From listening to that.
That was good.
Well, it's going to be fun playing around with you today, and asking people lots of questions, all that. We got a great show all lined up. Dr. Nicole Anzalone is going to come on. She's the owner of Syracuse Hearing Solutions. Right now, we say a hearty, healthy good morning to Dr. Nicole Anzalone. How are you?
Good morning, Tom.
It's good to see you, and I guess you're no stranger to Rick, right?
No, she's in my ears all the time.
Yeah. Rick, why did you start going to her? What was the reason?
Must have been you guys turned me on.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago? I know it was during COVID.
Yeah, it was about 5 years ago.
Yeah. And,
You were having problems ear-wise?
What?
Yeah.
Most people do. Most people do my age.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm lucky I made it through this part.
Right.
Of course, with the wife, it's always been selective hearing. That's what they call that. Yeah, I think, in being in this business for so long, wearing headphones, IFBs, and your ears, and, just all of that together.
Gosh.
And, I have to admit, back in the younger days in radio, you always had your headphones really loud, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the generation now that drives down the street with a boom.
Yeah,
boom.
Sure.
There will be clients.
They'll be visiting me for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, and she's helped me out immensely. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Glad to help.
The funny thing was, when I first started wearing a hearing aid, we were on our boat, and my wife had just moved her foot with she had flip-flops on, and it was just a little, and I heard that. I said, what the heck was that? Yeah. Right? And being able to hear your turn signals. You know, you get my age, and the turn signal's on for 45 miles. I
always throw my card up at them when their turn signal remains on for miles and miles.
So I think, hearing is very important, obviously.
So you had a comprehensive test to begin with, and that's the way it starts a relationship with you, right?
Yeah, so we take a look at, we do an evaluation to see if there's a hearing loss, and if there is, that may be treatable. We'll definitely treat the hearing loss. And when there's a hearing loss, the ear acts different. So it's important to make sure that you're fit correctly with a correct device and make sure you're continue to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm. What part of the ear determines whether you have a hearing loss? Is it the eardrum, the anvil, the hammer, all that stuff in there?
The tympanic membrane?
Yeah,
what happens?
Good. He knows his medical lingo. I love it.
I forgot my white coat.
So there's different parts of the ear, and the hearing loss could come from any part of them. So that's why we do the comprehensive evaluation to find out where the problem's occurring, so we know how to properly treat you. Because some hearing loss is medically treatable with medications or surgery, so that's what we want to rule out.
Yeah. Does it have anything to do with the eustachian tubes? You hear a lot about eustachian tubes getting backed up in the cold weather. And
that could cause a temporary hearing loss as long as it's, plugged up and not opening properly. It could cause some pressure in your middle ear, and your eardrum can't move as well.
I see.
So
when people sneeze and you'll get the popping in your ears, especially now during allergy season, a lot of that happens. My mother used to say, don't blow so hard, you're going to blow out your eardrum. Is that possible? Can people blow out their eardrum? Or
it can. It's difficult, but it can. Yeah, if you have a lot of pressure and fluid built up, your eardrum can rupture. So you have to, if you're going to do the Valsalva maneuver, you have to be careful. Very careful.
Yeah. And tell people what that maneuver is.
Maneuver.
I know what it is, but I want you to tell
me. Is it like the Heimlich, only you squeeze the head?
You pinch your nose, actually.
Oh, is that okay?
So you deliberately make your ears pop. Is that it by holding the pressure around your nose like that? Right?
Yeah. You pinch your nose, and I recommend swallowing instead of blowing.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't force as much air through your eustachian tube.
And why would you do that to begin with? Just to clear the...
Yeah, to equalize pressure. Divers actually do that. So if you're descending and while you're ascending, you may want to, swallow a lot. I know divers have the whole gear over their nose, but sure. You have to swallow a lot to try to equalize pressure.
You do that on a plane as well? Mm-hmm. Would you do that on an airplane?
Yeah, we do the Valsalva maneuver on the plane. I myself have some eustachian tube dysfunction, so I can't. If I don't take a decongestant before I fly, my ears get plugged up. Then I know what it feels like for my patients with hearing loss.
Right.
It's pretty bad.
So you have a couple of different locations now. Why don't you tell people where they can come and see you and get evaluated?
I have a location in Camillus and in Fayetteville, so you could see us in either location.
Well, I've always wanted to ask you this. What made you decide to be an audiologist, a doctor of audiology? I mean, I don't know too many people that said, you know what I want to do? I want to look at people's ears. So how did you get interested in that?
Actually, I was in the master's degree in neuroscience program, and I was working at the Institute for Sensory Research. So we were doing research on every sensory organ and system, so touch, hearing, taste, vision. I grew particularly interested in hearing. Your ears are really interesting organs, and I got to work with people who needed cochlear implants, and it was life-changing for them. And that's what really sparked a passion in me to help people hear better.
Excellent. That's Dr. Nicole Anzalone. She's the owner of Syracuse Hearing Solutions, a very caring and knowledgeable person, and she's got a beautiful staff, too, that knows their stuff. You can reach them at 468-2985, 468-2985, SyracuseHearingSolutions.com. Dr. Nicole, thank you for stopping by.
Oh, thank you.